Greetings, hello guys. In this video I'm going to talk about fences mainly. I'm going to talk about how to not build around your base and how can people ninja you and how can they get through your defense and how you could avoid it basically. So let's get into it. I don't know actually where to start, but I'm gonna just start from the basics. So let's say we have a wall like this. This is how enemy's wall looks like. Right now I have like double jump, but I don't really need it. So how you could get through these fences is just basically sprinting. And you'll be able to jump over the fences. I'm gonna show it again. And here you go. You can easily jump over these fences, so please do not build like this. It's really just for your own sake. If you have double jump, you can even do this. So the next one, what we got over here. Let's say we have like something like this, and we have a gap over here. What you could do is just climb up as high as it's possible for you. And then you just press C, so you won't be able to climb anymore, you just fell down, and you'll be able to jump down the fence below without double jump, like over here. So right now I'm gonna show it to you guys how to do it with double jump. What you can do is you can easily jump to this fence on your left or your right. You just need a bit of practice, and here you go, you'll be able to manage. So the next one, let's say we have something like this. You can either jump from the gate, or if it's too far away, what you can do is you can do the same like what I did over there. You just need to do it over here. There you go, it's done. We have a line like this. What can we do about it? You can just simply jump over here and go around the fences if you are able to. So you can easily jump to that one, and I think you can easily jump to this one. It's a little bit harder, but I will just show it with double jump. Over here it's like easy like this. Let's say if you have fences above you, so it might make it a little bit harder for you, but it's still doable. Okay, so I showed you guys how to jump onto that fence. What about the top part? How can you get into the top one? Let's say the builder just fucked up things, or you've raided them and you just destroyed fences like this. If you have a teammate with double jump, or if you have double jump, what you can do is you can easily double jump over here. You can double jump here, and then you'll be able to get up. Or let's say you have access to this one, to this bottom layer. So what you can do is basically just start climbing up and just double jump over here, and then you're up here. Easy as that. Okay, so we got through over these. What can you do against it? If for some reason you want to do something like this, like not equalize the bottom part, then what you could do to make it better is just putting a wall over here and equalize the really top part, or just elevate it with one more wall height, and then you're good to go and just place their fences. For example, I do it right here. Then what you would do is do this. You either do this, or you do at the bottom part that you equalize the ground with the foundations, and then you just put the fence foundation in front and the slope roof. So if you have enough resources, then just do that. So you have some other options as well if you have it lined up with foundations, for example. What you can do is just basically make it one full line, or extend it with ceiling so that players can't get over here anywhere. The other option is placing these rooftops, sloped rooftops or ramps, and just at the end you just place their fences and stuff. Or you just extend with ceiling and put it downwards or just upwards. Or what you can do is just basically elevate it with one wall. But never ever do something like this over here, because as I showed you earlier, you can just double jump up from the wall to this fence and players would be get you. So what you should aim for is just having a straight line of fences where players are basically not able to double jump up. Because if they are so, they can offline raid you, they can online raid you. For example, they just wait until you leave the base and they just raid you basically. What about if you live, for example, at the docks? So I just built over here an example how you could build it basically. So what can you do about it? As you can see on the side, you could just easily walk. So let's say you can climb up here, of course, and then on, if they have like fences over here or anywhere, you can just jump over there and you'd be able to walk to their yard basically. So that wouldn't be really good for the defending part. So what can you do about it? Well, basically you can't do really much. You have to build like, it's impossible for players without double jump to get into your yard, but you can make their ways harder. The way is basically you place these sloped roofs everywhere, and you, for example, just make this foundation wall or whatever you would like to call it, and you just put everywhere this, and it will make a little bit harder for the double jumper to go through, because I will show you guys. Over the other side you have fences, the same built like this, and over on top you have the same. So what you could do is not really much. Basically you can climb these slope roofs like this. I'm not in god mode, so I could easily take damage. As you can see, I just took some. And you can climb through like this, but there's not really any method to deal with this thing. The only way you could deal with this if you wouldn't build the gates. So over here I would highly advise to just build it without gates. Right now I made an example how I would build it. I have to admit it's really expensive, but once you do this, I think it's gonna be like awesome, and it's gonna be a little bit harder to get through you. So what I would do, I would just elevate over here and I would try to make it with doors. On the bottom I would put these intersections, and as you can see it would be like pretty hard to get up. I would just place over here a ceiling just in case something happens, so they can't just climb up with double jump. So I would have over here ceilings so that they can't get through, and just for the sides I would make it like one line so that it's impossible to get in with double jump. You can only get in with a human wall or with boosting from a horse or something like this. In future I'm going to make a video about it as well, how you can do it. On this side I would just occasionally place some walls like this so they can't run around if they fell in. And you can do this later on as well. So I wouldn't say it would be a problem if you build something like this inside, because let's say they destroy this outside part so they don't have to get through the ceiling, they just destroy this wall, and then the ceiling would actually just hold this part, so they wouldn't really get anywhere if you do it properly and if you place everywhere these. parts, so it would just make them a little bit having a harder time. So I was talking about these tied wedge slope roofs. So what can you do about it? Well, basically if you have double jump, you can get through these. It's a little bit harder, but you can. From time to time you can climb on this higher ones, and you can just basically go around the tied slope roofs. The only thing you have to watch out is not to get hit by the fences. As you can see, you can just walk like this all the way to the side. It's just a little bit harder because you can't really walk on the fences, but you can actually do it. And then, for example, if they have here a misplaced fence, you can just climb up and you can get to some treasure. Oh, some good treasure, man. Nice. Moreover, what you should know about is that there are some certain DLCs which are a little bit fucked up. For example, this Stormglass gate frame. Look what I can do. I can stand on the top of it, like this, and then I can just... Look, I'm just using my technique. I'm gonna show it again. You don't even need double jump. Look, I use my double jump. And from time to time, you can just basically climb the side of it, for example, and just climb up there. It's insane. So there are some certain gate frames, some DLC gate frames, which are pretty much fucked up. Look, and I'm just doing this. And I just place some normal gate frame, like the Black Ice one over here, just to show it to you guys as well, that over here you can't do it, but to some certain DLCs you can do it. And one of the DLCs is the Stormglass. So all I wanted to say is just be aware what you build from, and even though you think it's good, test it out if it's good with another person who knows a little bit of ninja stuff, and learn from it. So thank you guys for watching. Up until the next video, stay tuned and bye. No sleep, no rest,